Hey team, so we're going to be looking into week 3 of the month of July for 2025. It's currently Tuesday of the following week, but we're going to look back at it again. Road to 100K, my favorite series on the channel right now. So please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It would be means so much to me, okay? I would love that so much. So only if you like the content, of course. I don't want to force you into anything. Anyways, let's get into this week. So we made some really big mistakes. We did not hit the weekly goal. We're going to go into it. Sorry for the spoiler. So, the goal for the month is 25,000. Really big goal. We're basically doubling what we made last month. We're growing quickly. Goal for the ending revenue to be on track is 16,935. If you didn't watch the last video, or just to remind you, last week we were off by 1,800 because we only worked 2 days that week because I went to Arizona for an ETA event for Sales Con with Andy Elliott. It was awesome, but we only worked 2 days, so we lost a little bit of the revenue. Obviously, we knew it was going to happen. So, going into this week, we were down $1,800 on track. We were at 9,442 going into this week, and we need to end here. So, how did we do? Monday, we had one job, 1140. Tuesday, one job, 750. Wednesday was the only day we did an actual day of work, which we're going to get into later. Wednesday was 1,550, 3 jobs. Thursday, one job, 880. Friday, what's crazy about this is we actually made 0 money, but for 1 job, and Saturday was 260. So, what went wrong? Because I'm going to give you the numbers now before we go into it. Basically, we made 4,000. How much was it? 580. Which puts us at 14,022. Meaning that we are off by 2,913. That's a lot of money for me right now. Hopefully it won't be in the future, otherwise I screwed up something pretty bad. But $2,913. How did this happen? We were off 1,800 last week because of my vacation. Now we're off almost 3,000. And it's because I got really lazy. So we're going to go into it because the next 10 days, if you've been following along, we're making it like a marathon. We are really, really working hard. There's no time to spare because now there's a punishment. And if I don't do this, I got to run a marathon. And if I do, I get B-dubs. So, not equally weighted, but the fear factor is really kicking in for me right now. So what went wrong with these? We made really good money on some of them. The biggest mistake that I made is my business is a 9 a.m. We set up at 8:30. But at 9 a.m. it should be working until 5 p.m. Most days we do 6, but this is the idea. 8-hour days. Problem is all my jobs start at 9 a.m. You know what I would do? We would finish at 2 p.m. We would have no job for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We would finish early. Saturday I finished at 10 a.m. And I went home. I didn't door knock or anything. I assumed I would just get leads through Front Porch Forum and everything. I was like, oh, it'll come. We'll get jobs. I don't need to do this. Went home. I wouldn't have done it this day. The only reason we did it that day is because we got lucky and we got leads. So this is also, I'm going to call it a failure day, even though, because realistically we just did our job, but we would have done the same thing, I know. So there was no effort put in this week. We were a technician and not a salesman, and it screwed us over big time because now we're off almost 3,000. And now I have to come up with 1,000, almost, $10,978 in 10 days, starting the 21st, which is the following Monday. We're on day 2 right now. I'm not going to spoil how we're doing, but we're working really hard. We're working all day. We're doing what we should typically be doing, just working hard day through the day. This is where we're at. there's a lot of lessons learned here. Is I got to make sure we work the day through. Just because I don't want to do it, I'm still on the clock. Just because I'm the founder doesn't mean I can't be working. So that was the biggest mistake. There was another small mistake. This isn't that small, but compared to the other one, it's pretty small. Is we had this job for Tuesday. I forgot that we had to clean the screens for this home. Already packed up the truck, and I said we would do it on the weekend, which was our Friday job, which was this one job. We went back, did the job. It wasn't paid because we got paid on Tuesday, but I didn't unpack the truck and get my one hose out to clean screens. Which, if I had no jobs on Friday, I might have actually maybe done something instead of finishing it. I finished at like 12 and went home. You know, I was productive throughout the day. Like I was reading, I wasn't goofing off or anything, but I wasn't working. And 9 to 5 is work time, and I screwed that up. So, what was the cause of it? I think a big cause is we ran out of flyers. I didn't do a good job of staying on top of that. We have some shipping. They're gonna be here Thursday, and because of that, I was like, I don't want to knock doors without flyers. The other thing is I didn't want to knock doors. So there are some big lessons learned. We're off $3,000. We need to make $1,098, almost $1,100 a day. Before I even calculated this, I calculated that I need to make $11,111. So at the end of the month, we're gonna have to check this because there's something missing. But this is correct. This is actually good because now this is lower. $200 could save me from a marathon. So I'm low-key terrified. I'm a little mad, but can't be bittersweet. Again, it's only bittersweet because it's the past. We're working really hard now. I love where we're headed. Still terrified, but we're going, okay? I'll see you next week.